Welcome back to TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1. Today we're going to jump into an old box of wigs. We're going to check them out coming up. I purchased the featured wig styles at Wig Studio 1. You can find them there. All you have to do is drop below this video. I'll attach a direct product link to each one of the wigs that I show you today. If you click on that link, it'll take you out to the site where you can see the colors, more detail, and pricing. If you have any questions, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. And don't forget to visit the private Facebook group called the Wig Studio 1 Wig and Topper Support Group. All of those links are also below. Okay, so here is a box of hair. My cat actually found this one day and she curled up in the middle of it and just had herself a great nap. It's so soft, as you can imagine. But look at how many are in here. Now, typically, I would not treat my wigs in such a way that I would just throw them in a box. If I want to extend the life of my wigs, I really take great care to store them properly. But in this case, this is just one of those, maybe a house wig or a workout wig, where it doesn't really matter. I know for sure there's one in here that is several years old that I have worn and worn and worn. And although it's still wearable for a workout or just around the house, it's not something I would probably wear out in public. So let's get started. So the first one that I am picking out here. Okay, I think I recognize this one. I remember this one from many years ago, probably 2016-ish. This is the Gabor's Opulence in GL1422. Okay, it has a lace front and left mono part. Now the condition of these fibers is really nice, right? Hardly any wear. And that is because I modified this. This was one of my first experiences with trimming and layering a wig. That front piece was really long and it looked very awkward on my face. So that kind of just gobbled up my face. It got in my face and eyes. And at that time, I was really sensitive to hair in my eyes. I don't like it now, but I know how to deal with it a lot better. So I took out my blending shears and went to work on this. Let's try it on. I don't think I was quite comfortable with how it turned out in order to wear it out. But now that I put it back on, I'm like, hey, this is okay, right? So again, this Opulence is a short, sleek, smooth bob, but it was heavily angled. So it started out with just a little bit of profile and then it angled severely down under my chin and it just sort of gobbled up my face. I was experimenting with my preferences at the time and I really did prefer a shorter fringe. So I trimmed it. I took out my blending shears or thinning shears. I use those terms synonymously. I am not a stylist. I'm not trained in any way. I just kind of know what I like and try to figure out how to work the wig. So I really went to town on this side piece. So just by cutting in an angle, it really didn't look good because if you don't incorporate a little bit of layering, it's just going to look like a thick, blunt cut. So I added a little bit of layers. You can see here where I just did a little bit of an irregular cut there. It's not straight. It's probably not even symmetrical exactly. But now that I'm looking at it, hey, it doesn't look that bad. This was at the bottom of that box. I'm gonna get it out and it's definitely suitable. I imagine that these sides are probably about 6 inches, which is definitely a lot shorter than they were. Okay, this is Opulence by Gabor, heavily modified in GL1422. Let me know your thoughts. Should I wear this out? I don't think it's too bad now. All right, so let's take a look at another one here. I always look at the tag and then I can kind of figure out the style from there. This is a Wig Pro style, and I know what this one is just because of its heavy shag cut. This is Ellen, and I'm not quite sure of the color. I think it's 221001R8. I'll put it on the screen here for us. But this is a short little cute shag style that was just a house wig for me, or in a pinch, gotta go real quick, throw it on and go kind of a wig. It has a lace front and then just sort of an open cap. So let's try this one on. I definitely get a better fit from this one compared to the Gabor. The Gabor runs large on me and I noticed it was sliding a bit, so that adjustment may have been loosened up over time. But this Wig Pro style is quite average. I know I have cinched it in as I do most wigs, and it fits nicely. This was a trail wig for me, a workout wig. I would just wrap my headband around and it looked so cute, and I could just hit the trail. Lace front, and then there is a little bit of a lace, monofilament lace crown there. But what I enjoy, I think, the most here are these layers. Like, it's just the cutest little Meg Ryan kind of shag cut. Love and adore the color. This one seems to have more platinum in this application than some other ones that I've explored in this very same color. The nape is ample on this, and just layers, layers, layers galore. So you can bring it off of the face. I remember having a lot of fun with this one. Wore it quite a bit, actually. And ear tech is how I prefer to go out in it. This one is probably, I'm gonna guess, at about 2 years old. I have worn it and probably washed it one time. Ellen by Wig Pro in, I'm guessing 221001R8. If that's wrong, I'll be sure to make a statement right here on the screen. Okay, so let's see what's next. This is so fun. When I saw that box of wigs up on my shelf, I got it down and I looked at it, and I immediately just wanted to go through it to see what was in there. And I thought, no, I'm gonna do this on camera. Let's look at this one. Okay, I know what this one is. Oh my gosh, this is probably the wig I've worn the most ever. I'll tell you why when I try it on. This wig I have worn more than any other wig. Now, a lot of it wasn't by choice. This is Estetica's Wynter in RH 1488. Adore the style and color, absolutely. This is the wig that I wore down to see my son when he had his motorcycle accident. I got a call, he was in the Air Force. I got a call from his commanding officer stating I better get down there as soon as possible, that they had just taken him to emergency surgery, and at this point we didn't really know the extent of his injuries, but he was unconscious and they were going into repair. So this is the wig that I had on. I didn't bother packing a lot of wigs. I just literally threw together a suitcase and we hit the road because it's about a 12.5-hour drive from Ohio to Southern Georgia. I ended up having to stay with him because he needed round-the-clock care. And so my husband had to come back home and go back to work, and I actually left my banking job so that I could stay for a few months with my son down there. But this wig was with me the whole time, and I gotta tell you, and I've stated this before, that it was just a source of comfort for me. It was really cool to wear because in the Georgia heat in the summertime, his accident occurred late July of 2019, and I went down and then I came back in October. So it was about 3 months there, but very, very hot months. And with me wheeling the wheelchair and getting him in and out of the car for appointments and things, this was probably the best choice I could make to still keep it cute and feel good and comfortable, but still be very cool. Open cap, so we've got a lace front left part, open cap, very stretchy, breathable cap by Estetica. This one, even though it has seen better days, it is not done yet. In fact, I left these clips in because this is the way I always wore it so that the sides wouldn't get in the face. Let's see what else we have here. All right, I know what this one is. Jon Renau's January in 12 FS12. Be right back. So here it is, Jon Renau's January in 12 FS12, lace front, full monofilament top, lots and lots of permatease, volume and curl. This one has been modified. I actually purchased this one from a wig sister a couple of years ago, and it felt so thick and heavy to me around the face. I really needed to do something, so what did I do? I added the Betsy baby bang before I even knew it was a Betsy thing. I just went in and trimmed up a little undercut bang there to make it more wearable for me around the face. This one laid quite awkwardly. With this monofilament top, I can part it wherever I like. So by choosing a different part, I can create some lift and lots of volume here and permatease. I think I preferred my Sweet Talk over this one, but they're very, very similar. So yeah, still quite wearable, right? January by Jon Renau in the color 12 FS12, Malibu Blonde. Cute. I'm so excited about this box of wigs because now I have more that I can choose to wear when I run out the door. Wow, this one is an oldie. This one, oh my goodness, 2015, I want to say. I purchased this one from a retailer that offered Tony of Beverly wigs. Now, I don't recall this, I'm gonna mess up the style and the color. I think it's Phoebe, and I think coconut cream, perhaps. It's just coming to me. I don't have the box or tags anymore, so it's hard for me to identify, but it does have a lace front and then is open cap. It's a little wedged, short wedged bob with some fringe that I absolutely adored. I wore the heck out of this one. In fact, I preferred this one over my beloved Ignite. I fell in love with Ignite. But when I got this one, it just was more comfortable because I got the fringe, but it wasn't quite as long as the Ignite. In fact, when I trimmed up that opulence that you saw the first one, I kind of used this as a guide of what I wanted it to look like. And it's strikingly similar, isn't it? Cute little wedge. I wore this one just the other day, actually. Went to the trail with my husband, and I had this box of wigs down off of the shelf, and it was right on top, so I just picked it out and wore it. But again, I mean, I could definitely wear this one out and about, and it looks suitable and wearable. Just an absolutely cute style. It's not heat friendly. The fibers feel good. So again, we're talking for 7 years perhaps that I've had this wig, and it looks like I just brought it out of the box, honestly. I've used a little bit of styling paste to bring out texture when I was in my experimentation stage. Let's move on. Flirty Fringe Bob by Hairdo in the color SS 1488. It's a rooted blonde. It's rather warm. And I think I put it in there as just a wig that I could grab and go. But my intention may have been to modify this at some point because the bangs are way too long for me. They flop right in the face, so I have to move them off to the side, which is working out okay. I think I've got a little box hair going on there. Light density, cute shaggy cut, some wispy movement. I prefer to wear it around the ear. All I'm gonna have to do is just wet this down a bit and form it over a mannequin or something, and it'll bounce right back for me. Heat-friendly fiber. But the cut is just adorable on this one. It just seems to be a little awkward for me because the bangs are too long. And it starts here in just a perpetual forward movement. So there's nothing I can do to do my famous up and over. You really have to like these bangs over the forehead in some way in order to enjoy this style. But I really enjoy the movement, the razor cut ends. I think it's well suitable for any of that. And if I need a little extra help with holding the hair back, and I can always use a square band or something. Many of you will recognize this one. I think I just set it on this box recently after I got it down off of the shelf because I've worn this one recently on workouts. This is perhaps my most famous workout wig. This one is Turn by Ellen Villa in Champagne Rooted. Lace front, left mono part. I have worn this one ever since I purchased it. It's been worn quite a bit. You notice a theme with me, so I'm loving this category of short, curly, not a voluminous pixie, but just a shorter, voluminous curly bob style. I'm just in love with these. They're so youthful. This one's really cool. It's lightweight. It's very, very comfortable. I can wear it with a headband. Again, just a plug and chug wig style that I tend to reach for nowadays because I have a newer one that I wore to my son's wedding last year. And this one still has my heart, and I just can't bear to part with it. So I'm keeping it in the box, and I am going to wear these. Okay, next one. And many of you will probably recognize this one as well. This is Tony Brattin's Prestigious in Light Blonde. I adore this. So this one has a couple of different special memories for me. I remember wearing this one around the house when I visited my son, and he introduced me to my future daughter-in-law for the very first time. I chose some wigs that weren't too outlandish, but still reflected my personality, and I didn't want to go without a wig because that's kind of scary. You don't know what to say to someone if you see them with a wig and then you see them without a wig. Should I remark or not? Didn't want to put anyone in an uncomfortable position until we got to know each other better. So this Tony Brattin Prestigious was my house wig of the week when we stayed with my son that week. The other thing about this wig is that it's my go-to workout wig, just another one of those hit the trail, go for a run or a walk. While it's a cool, comfortable wig to wear, it looks good, it's rooted, so even if, you know, I'm moving in a way that exposed wefts, you're definitely not gonna get an obvious sense that it's a wig when I'm out there doing my workouts. This one is so easy to be sophisticated or casual. You can see why. There's heat-friendly fiber on this one, and all I have to do is just pick and fluff those layers. I could use a little bit of paste, but it's easy to sculpt into just exactly what I like. And this is probably my all-time favorite Tony Brattin wig, or pixie wig, yeah. So I will definitely reorder this one for sure. Okay, let's move on. I know what this one is just because last year this wig was sent to me by Betsy, my friend Betsy, who sends me wigs to review occasionally. I had already reviewed this style, so I put it in this box because I love it and I think I'll wear it and eventually show it. And so today's the day for Henry Margu's Felicia in what I think is 14H. We didn't have a tag or a memory of what exactly the color was, but I am placing this as 14H. A mid-length curly style with a smooth crown, a little bit of fringe. It's adorable. It's open cap, so that does help keep the price point down. Henry Margu's fibers are beautiful. They're hardy. They do tend to last quite a while. So I really love this just for a throw and go wig of this length. Not many this length are so easy to wear. Fluff up, there's some permatease there. You can get a pretty voluminous look, yet there's not a lot of permatease on the ear tab. And I love tucking Felicia. Just a little ear tuck there. Cute. Could tuck it on both sides. I love wearing little clips with it. Felicia is a cute, cute, cute style. I forgot how cute it was. So Betsy, if you're out there, thank you for sending this to me. I'm definitely going to keep it out and wear it a few times and show it to the wig community. Thank you for assisting me with that. So that's it. I've reached the bottom of my old wig box, and it's fun to revisit new styles. So if you have some wigs that have been put away for a long time, get them out and play with them, because a lot of times your taste and preferences change. It may just be the sense that it's new again to you and just a style that you haven't worn in a while. So pull it out, work with it, fall in love with it all over again, and have fun with your wigs. That is the main theme of the day. Everybody have a good one. We'll see you soon.